Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk about how to fit a Svalboard. It's a pretty simple process, but it is an iterative process. So once you have your build, you are going to have to adapt it to your hands, and that takes time and it'll take some practice, and you'll have to learn some techniques for dealing with different kinds of fit issues. But I promise you it's worth it. The time invested is worth it, and over the course of the first few weeks, you'll be dialing that fit in, figuring out where everything needs to be for your particular anatomy. And of course, things change over time. And the beauty of this system is it's not like we take an imprint of your hand and build one thing that's fixed. It's a completely adjustable system. So you can tune things over time. If you have strain in some particular place, if you have an injury, whatever it is, you can adapt the device to your needs. So the basic process is first to fit your hand length with the sliding palm rest. The palm rest slides in X and Y, so and yaw, right? So it's quite movable. So you can get that anywhere you want. We use that to set the length overall and the reach to the clusters. Then we set the individual finger lengths by sliding the clusters fore, aft. They can also yaw and move side to side. And we also then set the thumb so that you can hit all 5 keys in a comfortable way. After that, you'll type on it a little bit. You'll get a feel for it. And then you'll tune depending on what kinds of feelings you have about what keys are easier or harder to hit. The general recommendation is that you aim for getting your fingers resting very lightly on the center keys, maybe touching the south keys a little bit. And then you tune the rest of the fit to ensure that you get easy activation on the center and the south and the north keys, and easy activation on the inward laterals, which are also great. And then you'll bias a little bit away from the outward laterals because they're not as important as the inward ones. So I'll show you how to do that in terms of rolling the clusters and moving them up and down, all of that. We'll get into that with some other shots. This is a top-down view so you can understand how the thing fits your hand. And one of the things that I think is most wonderful about this design, that I'm most proud about in it, is that this specific setup here can fit someone from the smallest hand size of like maybe 160, 150 millimeter length, all the way up to almost basketball player sized, kind of 190, 200, 220 millimeter hands. And that's because this palm rest slides way back and way forwards, and the key clusters also slide to adjust for finger lengths. And the differentials between finger lengths among people happen to be covered by the range of this by design. I've done a bunch of demographic work, sampling people's finger sizes and trying to understand what works best for men, for women, for big-handed people, for small-handed people, because it turns out that finger proportions are different between different groups of people. And you have to pay attention to that when you're designing a device that's going to fit absolutely everyone. So we'll get into that in just a minute.